Hello, everybody. Welcome to a review of the Haves and the Have-Nots reunion, the final cast reunion. Now, I had done a little review on the first part of this reunion last week, but a few days after I posted it, I noticed the sound was not working. That was very embarrassing, so I pulled the video down. And I will check this one after I record it to make sure that the sound is working. No more embarrassing moments here. So the first part, very fun, positive vibe there. The actors were going over, there were clips played and the actors were, talking about, their most iconic scenes. And I will say this, everybody was dressed really nice. I think I like Crystal's outfit the best. I mean, she had the cane, very boss-like outfit. I mean, Tika looked great in her orange ensemble. Her hair looked great. So everybody just came dressed to the nines. And let me think, what happened? So that when they were talking about the intimate scenes, I got to laugh because Angela called Tyler Lepley the little baby. He's like, baby, where's no baby here? And I did not know actors wore something called a Houdini when they're doing those scenes. Tyler Lepley explained that. What else did I want to talk about? Oh, and Tika told the story about her fiance, how he did not realize that she liked him at first, and all of that, and how when they got together, he ended up with some of her makeup on his nose, and so that's kind of how it came out. They were together because Tyler Perry saw it and was like, "Who you been kissing?" Um, let's see what else really stood out to me in the first part. Yeah, there was a lady that said the storyline with Jeffrey helped her live in her truth, and Gavin Houston actually came down and gave her a hug. That was a very good story here because there are a lot of LGBTQ people out there who can't live in their truth, especially in the black community. So that was good to hear. There was another fan. She hosted watch parties and had food and everything. And this show really has a strong fan base, and that's why it stayed on because of the commitment that people had. Keep coming back. Excuse me. Just keep coming back every week to see these stories because it was addictive. Um, yeah, kind of like potato chips. Once you eat one, you can't stop. It's like once you see one episode of this show, you cannot stop, especially when you watched it from the beginning. Um, so, what else happened? Um, so let's talk a bit about the second part. It was a lot more emotional than the first part. Um, well, let me go back to the first part. Another part that I got a little bit of a laugh out of was how Renee said she really enjoyed filming her scenes with the actor who played Broderick. So I thought that was funny. Um, so yeah, the second part was more emotional. Where do I start? So Tika's mom was there. She said a few nice words about Tika, how she looks out for her siblings, how she takes control but is very caring. That was nice to hear. So yeah, and just how grateful everybody was, for this opportunity was inspiring, and it just is. Tyler Perry put the right group of people together to do this show because the genuine camaraderie and respect they have for one another. I mean, it's amazing to see it. I guess that's why they were able to do such a good job on the show is because they had that genuine camaraderie and respect. And uh, and one thing, and Crystal just detailed, how actors have a shelf life. And she said that black actors don't get the opportunity to play this sort of role, and she absolutely was correct about that. I mean, this has been the longest running series with a majority black cast, you know, hands down. I mean, 8 seasons, 8 years. I mean, that is that's about how long that Dynasty lasted. When you put that, Dynasty was 9 seasons, but it was on about 8 years. Um, and when you think about that, that's pretty substantial that you have 8 seasons and 196 episodes. Um, yeah, so what Crystal was saying was very, very accurate. And they went down the line and talk to everybody, what will you miss most about it? It's like most everybody said, just being able to get together once a year and film the show. And Angela told how her mother passed away not that long ago, and how she called Crystal up, and how Crystal ended up coming to the viewing, and just to be there for Angela in that tough time. And I'm like, I thought that was so amazing. I mean, just that someone would step up and be there for somebody. And as you know, the whole year has been just like a very trying time. So, you know, everybody just needed that extra support. Um, yeah, so it just, what inspired me the most was the graciousness, because, most actors, especially black actors, just don't get, the opportunity to do something like this, um, be in a long running series and have such, unique material to work with and all of that. And I just enjoyed this special because it was uplifting, and, it just makes you feel like, it just makes you the graciousness and gratefulness. It made me, think about the blessings that I have, and be grateful for it, because not everybody has the opportunities that you do or anything. And it just made me think about that. Seeing all those people so grateful just made me think about that. But I don't want to ramble on too much. It was a great way to, say goodbye to the show, give it a good send off and all that, because not most shows don't get a cast reunion when they end. You don't always get to hear how the actors approach playing their characters, and I love the artistic side of that stuff. It's like, how did you approach playing this character? What were your favorite scenes? All of that. So let me get off here, but I hope you watched it. If you didn't, you probably can find it on demand. But I will see you later.